Junior was saying, really looking for a third wide receiver. What are you seeing out of that group of guys that are competing to get out on the field?
I think we have about 3 or 4 guys really in tight race trying to figure out who it's going to be. I think Chaz Anderson is a really good guy who came from the defensive side. He's really converted well as a receiver.
What have you seen from him?
He's really good in and out of his breaks. Honestly, I think he might be better at it. One of the best receivers in and out of his breaks. I think it has something to do with playing DB though.
Surprised at all to see him come over and be able to do so well right away?
No, because in high school he played receiver, just like what he's doing now. So.
What do you do to kind of help facilitate guys like that? That's growth. I mean, as he switches sides of the ball.
I mean, I don't really know. I don't know. I don't really have an answer for that.
Yeah, I mean, does he know the playbook well? I mean, where's he at in terms of those?
I mean, I know on defense it was a little bit harder for him learning the playbook, but offensively he said it's much easier. It makes more sense to him. So, I mean, I help him a lot because even out of football we're really close. So I try to give him, if he's out there with me, I kind of help him out, help him get a line and stuff like that. So he likes it way better playing offense.
Was he with you guys in the summer?
He was.
Okay, so he's been
playing.
Did a PRP.
In summer he played a little bit of both.
Okay.
He would go one day with the one day with the other.
So it's not like he just started running around 5 days ago.
He's been playing.
What about yourself? When you looked at yourself after last season, where did you want to get better? What were a couple of things you identified that you think will take you from being good to being really good?
Mine was specifically route running, which would help me with being a better traditional receiver. And I feel like so far, just from the summer, I've gotten better at it. And I'm feeling really good. And I feel like if I get better each day in fall camp, then I'll be really, really good at it.
So how do you get better? Do you just go out and make sure that you're running the same spot?
It's just repetition. The more you run the routes, the better you get at them.
Grant talked about being more of a vertical threat, in terms of the offense, and I know Junior said that you've improved in that. How can you try to get better that way and just kind of be a guy? Obviously with your speed, you can probably get open, but how are you trying to improve in that aspect, getting downfield?
It just comes from the coaching. Coach Adams is big on vertical speed, so I know a lot of us what we used to do is kind of like stemming the beginning of the routes. We're just trying to receive the coaching that he's giving us and just try to stay vertical.
How do you feel you're getting better in that aspect? Do you feel you are?
Yeah, I feel I am.
Shane, how can you make an impact in the vertical passing game? You probably would have to do it different than a guy that is like 6'2", 6'3", like a Matt Miller.
I mean, I kind of do some of the same stuff that like maybe Kirby Moore used to do. I mean, it's just a little harder for me to do it being small, but that's why in practice, the more we do it, the easier it gets. So that's why the good thing about fall camp is.
You mentioned Chaz. What are you seeing from some of the other young guys?
I think DJ Dean is stepping up a lot. DJ Dean and Chaz are the underclassmen, I think, are stepping up. And then you have Dallas and Troy who are already at that position right now with the one, so it's looking good.
How important is it to get one? I mean, obviously you have to have somebody at number 3, but how important is it to get someone to step up and earn that spot instead of just have it given to them?
I mean, 3 is always better than 2, so we can have another guy out there making plays, and I love it. It's good. It helps the team.
What type of receiver is DJ? What's it? Is he a speed guy, or what's his deal?
I mean, I feel like DJ's all around. He's a smart guy. He's gonna give 100% every play. He's one of the hardest workers in the receiver room. So, I mean, whoever gets the position, I think is gonna deserve it. So, I wish all of them best of luck.
What's it like watching that competition?
It's crazy in the receiver room. It's like every day someone's stepping up. Every day it's a new guy. So, I want to know who it's gonna be at the end of camp.
Obviously, Grant is probably the leader at the quarterback position, but what have you seen out of some of the other guys, younger guys, that you haven't caught a lot of passes from?
Ryan Finley. He throws really good ball. Whether it's a deep ball, a short ball, across the middle, he throws really good ball. So I think if anything were to ever happen to Grant, which we do not want to happen, but I think we wouldn't miss a beat with him stepping in.
With Finley, Harsin said that he was about 80% in terms of his physical ability coming back from injury during the spring, and Sanford the other day said that he was looking for Finley to really cut it loose. Have you seen a different Finley physically at all this year? Has he taken another step in fall camp?
Yeah, since the spring he has. I feel like he started opening up in the summer, so he's been doing good in fall camp so far. He's thrown a lot of good balls, even today. Thrown a lot of good ones.
I know we saw you come back in the spring game, and you obviously had a good game. But health-wise, is everything good?
I'm 100%. Just dealing with these fall camp issues. just soreness. It'll be all right though.
As a guy that was so involved in the offense last year, 77 catches over 11 games. Do you prepare any different for the season after going through that grind and being so involved? No, does it give you more knowledge at all?
It's just doing the same things I did last year, plus doing these new things that I'm doing now. So I just feel like I'm double prepared for it.
Junior was a receiver and a return guy in college as well. What have you tried to learn from him? What kind of stuff has he tried to pass on to you?
I think just the main thing is that vertical speed thing, and when he broke it down to us, it made a lot of sense. And I know last year we did a lot of stemming and all that stuff, like I said, but that vertical speed is really, it makes someone who's a 4.5 a 4.4, and it really makes a difference.
Is that just you're getting off the line and going
straight
immediately?
Going
Is that kind of
yeah.
difference?
How about the punt return game? I know last year Coach Pete was with you like every practice working on that. What's the kind of philosophy this year, and does it change at all? Can you be a little bit more, gamble a little more or anything this year?
I feel like since Juice was here, when Pete was here, he kind of has the same technique and stuff as Pete. So you can tell the people who were here when Pete was here last year because we do the same technique, and the new guys, it's more like us older guys are teaching the new guys how to do the technique. Juice is just out there, he's saying what he has to say, but it's more of us just teaching the technique because we've been going through it the last 2 years, and so Juice doesn't have to do much. The older guys who've been doing it, we're just out there coaching them up.
Yeah, talking with more than probably 4 or 5 players out of Mountain West Media Days, said that you were hard to tackle not because of necessarily your agility, but because of your strength.
My legs have always been pretty strong, even in high school. But I mean, even on this team, I was the pound for pound strongest man this year, which I was grateful for. But with this new weight, our new coaches with Pitt and Marks, I feel like we've all gotten stronger, and I think it's going to show this year on the field.
How did they determine pound for pound strongest player?
Just calculations with power and weight and all that stuff.
Is there like a specific number that they arrived to?
No, there wasn't a specific number. They just let us know who it was.
Who were you competing with for that spot?
I think Corey Bell was one of the other tops. It was me and him, between me and Corey.
Crazy to be the shortest kid on the team, yet be the strongest kid pound for pound on the team?
Yeah.
You get a
Well,
trophy?
that's how you get here, right?
You get a trophy or anything?
No trophies, no trophies.
Special shirt, anything?
Nothing.
You probably take pride in that. I mean, that's a pretty
Yeah.
big privilege or title to have on a football team.
I have, even in high school, when we lift weights in high school, I always wanted to be, because I knew my legs were the strongest part of my body, I always wanted to be the strongest when it came to squatting and stuff like that. So I squatted more than a lot of my offensive linemen in high school.
Finally, we just saw what you were able to contribute to this offense last year, and I mean, are you going to be the same type of threat this year? I know, again, talking with some players down at Mountain West Media Days, the safety from Fresno said that you lined up at tight end once, he thought. But, I mean, are you still going to be that kind of special threat? Can you do multiple things, multiple hats again?
I hope so. I mean, I don't know yet. We won't figure it out until we start game plan for Ole Miss, but I hope that's how it is.
Doing some on the unlimited meals thing that came through the NCAA, and a couple of years you've been here, how hard is it to budget and make sure you're eating right?